It's already 9/11 start.
That's just on cam.
9/11.
Let's see.
9/11.
That we can play. Oh, whatever. We'll do this. Oh, of course. None of it is playing. No.
No. It's so cold in here. Hace mucho frío aquí.
Life is like a...
You know, when you play with fire, you gonna get burned. I felt like I was wearing that breathing mask that Dog Mods had, and the background was just going, living on the edge.
That's why you're wearing your hat, so you don't get burned.
Wow, so I don't get pooped. Well, you know, it's tropical storm going on right now. So, you know, we just got pepper smacked with this tropical storm that, you know, I'm like, what? This is just a typical afternoon in Florida.
You said we got pepper bellied?
No, we got pepper smacked.
Oh, pepper smacked.
Nah, pepper belly. That's good stuff.
We should play some Pepper Belly.
Yeah, we should play some Pepper Belly. I am Mass Blast 09. My fishing hat doesn't fit all the way because my headset. And yes, this is. I had to search for big ass melon fishing hat because not all fishing hats are created equal. And these are my co-hosts, looking like a broke ass squatting Slavic Fubaka, and looking like he got that tattoo in the 90s. Islancha Man, the Angstful Vapor, everybody. Welcome. You probably did get that tattoo in the 90s, didn't you?
Motherhood says it looks like a Viet Cong hat.
It's not a Viet Cong hat.
Thank
No.
That's what I was saying before he came to us. That looks like his mom's gardening hat.
It's a bucket. It's a bucket hat, you tools.
It's the angle. It's the brim angle.
Yeah.
Matt's looking like a broke ass Raiden.
Yeah. Wait, hold up. Let's see. Is this thing on? Hello?
Charlie, don't vape.
My fan's up too high.
Oh man, I bet here's the bottom line.
Thing ever.
I bet that thing keeps the sun off all of you, which is the whole point.
Yeah. I'm not even where I forgot chat's on freaking YouTube now. Damn it, John. Yeah. I'm a doctor, not a Viet Cong.
Yeah, if you guys don't know how to get to the live chat, I got tears in my eyes. If you guys don't know how to get to the YouTube chat, just go to the video, just our YouTube channel, and then when you're looking at the video,
I love that I go to my to the YouTube and look for Plumes, and it says subscribe because apparently I'm not subscribed.
Yeah, you and nobody else.
Every sub counts.
Well then, what episode is this? 181.
181.
Wait, I just said it started 25 minutes ago.
Oh. 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, we're starting 25. We're starting 25 minutes from now.
Playing. There's the chat. That's alrighty then. I found out why. It's because I'm logged in with my Camhor. My camming name. That's why.
Oh look, we've got a vote. Here's the only vote that I've seen so far for IRC. Somebody said I liked the other page, as in the old page. Now, if you want, it's still there.
Well, don't forget about Duro.
It's still there. But
the one that would crash all the time.
It only crashed usually once.
Where's my chat pop out? Let's see. Pop out chat. There we go. Yee.
And you can click on the three little stacked up dots and pop out the chat. So if you don't want to look at if you want to have separate windows, you can do that.
Yeah. Man, what a week. What a week. Right. Stuff we reported on blew up. The freaking we're all saved. It's like you know, Jesus came down and saved all the vapors.
People gaining weight on keto.
People gaining weight out of keto. I mean, conventions coming up. Oh man,
the president firing a significant percentage of his staff again.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's a fucking apprentice, yo.
So much going on this week, ladies and gentlemen, that we have nothing to talk about. that's how it goes.
Are we gonna like address the whole FDA thing, or are we gonna wait till we have somebody come on and talk?
Vaping safe. Make a new juice line, everyone.
No, we're not. We're addressing it. We're addressing it. So you want to just get right into it? You want to dive right in?
I think
are we ranch addressing it?
We should at least do our hand checks first. I think.
Which?
No. Hey, Foo, what are you vaping on? I just have the E-Vape with the Narda bell cap, almond tip, the sexy, It's not that new, but it's that goo-goo.
Ew.
The abolishment in there. And Chinese silk. Thanks, Steve.
Back to business as usual. This was refilled after the last show, and I'm back to the Dia and the Narda, the bell cap, and the almond tip. As the primary thing, and now the Haku Evo is dead, so we're not vaping on that.
Hang on, I hate to interrupt you, but
yeah, go ahead.
Welcome, Mooch. Welcome. Mooch is in chat.
Nice.
Honestly, y'all, Windows 7 sounds are my favorites.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do it like this now. This is just gonna be one mod. I got a pair of BB7s that have both of my juices in them.
Are all those made in the U.S. or do you got some?
Damn straight they're all made in the U.S. They're made in Utah, right?
Yeah, is that what they're calling it? I thought it was Yupeng.
No.
Oh no, that's the hat company. Never mind.
That's right. It's Utah. And I switched over from the Exoset, the tosser stick, and I've got on my Fluid Momentum this week. I've got the Skyline because I've been vaping the Alligator Alley from Stash's new line. Interesting juice. If you've had, to me, and it's been a little while since I've had it, so I could be wrong about this, but I feel like it tastes quite a bit like Golden Road, except for more lemonade-y.
It kind of reminded me of Valhalla a little.
Yeah.
I don't get the lime.
Whatever. There's something in there. I thought I was vaping there was a note in there.
Well, it's like that, but it's less less the creamy stuff or whatever. It's more lemonade. You know what kills me about it? And I kind of doctored it. You remember this bottle?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This was the bottle I used to doctor up one of my first ADVs and put peppermint flavoring in it to kind of bump up the mint level. I put a little bit of that in the old Alligator Alley because I felt like it was vaping warm and it.
Peppermint I wouldn't do peppermint in there. You know what I would do? Would be Coolada and maybe a taint hair of spearmint.
If I had Coolada, I agree with you. I would use that, but I did put a little of that in there because that's
a tiny bit of spearmint though.
I don't like spearmint. I don't get on the spearmint, creme de menthe, any of that stuff. It's peppermint or anything for me. Anyway, so that's what did that. Doctored up a little bit, kind of made me happy. And then last but not least, I've been using the Titan Eclipse, and check this shit out. This kind of pimp. I'm gonna zoom up. I've got the black Ultim tip. Close-ups. Got the black Ultim cap on the Narda, and I've got a new shiny Omen tip. That's one of his button tips that he just put out recently. I don't know if you can appreciate the polish on that thing. It's crazy. Super, super shiny.
So does that hit like a union worker when dinner's not ready?
It's
way to take my joke right out of the chat.
Well, you fucking typed it. You didn't say it, so I'm going to roll with it.
Here's the thing. I wrote it with the intention of Angsty reading it and breaking him.
Oh, I didn't see it.
No, I'll throw jokes in the chat. Angsty sees it like mid-sentence. Like I've done that to him before.
No,
his eyes would break past it. I'll break his composure.
What's inside here? Fluffhead. It's the other one that Stashy sent over. So thanks. What up, Josh? I've been enjoying Fluffhead. I always call it the wrong thing. Sorry. Not done on purpose. This thing's kind of cool. So I took off one of my other post-style tips and put this guy in there because I can actually drip through it, which is nice. Oh, look, I got some. You look put on the seam. How did that happen? Terrible. Anyway, so now I can actually drip through it, which is kind of nice. Yeah, it works. Mousy, are you finished for the evening? I
am. I is. But
today you did vape.
Yeah, I was vaping on Reprise, and it's this flavor. I don't know. It's been growing on me. Like I'm usually
Reprise. That's the whole line.
Well, I'm sorry. So Alligator Alley right. on the Reprise line, and I think the pink lemonade is what obviously I'm drawn to. So because a while back I wanted to make a juice with pink lemonade in it, but that didn't happen. So
Wow.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good. I like it. I think I don't know. I thought that I was gonna be liking Fluffhead more, but
same. Well, then again,
you're not gonna make fun of me anymore for thinking it's a little sweet.
For what?
Think it's a little sweet?
No, I don't. That's not what I care about. I just for some reason the tartness of the passion fruit pink lemonade is better. I don't know.
It's a good palate cleanser, just like Golden Road is.
Yeah,
thing. It's definitely a reset button. So I'm not vaping that like crazy, but I do enjoy a drag here and there during the day.
Yeah,
it's cool.
And yeah, so we doing vape maily stuff now?
Sure, Cam, go ahead.
I got the little box.
Yeah, you did. Hold on, let me click on you.
I got a little box with a bunch of triangles on it, up and down and up and down.
It's like those geometric shape things you'd use in math.
This is the price. The price of the Narda. Here it is. Before MSRP, after MSRP, and up and down. So there you go. Whatever that means.
I don't know. I thought you were gonna go. It's like it's in Klingon or something.
Yeah. So pretty awesome. Comes
you said Narda, but you mean Narba.
Narba, yeah. The Narda does that too. So all wrapped up, and
it looks like these.
Yeah. And I did clean mine. I'm just putting it back in to show you what's in the package. There it is. So beautiful.
So
and
beautiful.
it also comes with your O-rings and bottom pins, and replacement pins. So
those big fat screws, they're awesome.
Yeah, and let's get a and yeah, the O-rings are tight when you first get it, so you gotta work it. There's
the upside is you can on the Narba you can kind of push on the top cap and it clicks off a little bit and you can get another.
Is that beautiful deck? Yeah. So I haven't built it yet. I opened it up, cleaned it up, oiled it up, put some WD-40 on it. No, don't do that. And
you gotta use white lithium grease.
Well, hops number 9.
There you go. Yeah, hops number 9 actually works pretty good.
I'm sure it do.
So that's what I clean all my Addies with. And yeah, so we'll be building that and checking that out later on.
I can't believe you haven't built it yet. That's crazy. I'm surprised.
No, yeah. Been busy, yo. Yeah. So that's what I got.
Yeah.
Last week.
You saw my piece, my sole piece of vape mail was my new Omen tip. But on that note, I should pull up the Plumes group. If you're not in the Plumes group, you should be, because that's where all the cool people on Facebook hang out.
Yeah, we recently had a nice forfeit earlier.
Yeah. A very not nice one. It was
a bounce.
Sort of terribly boring, really.
I should be able to post anyway.
I'm entitled, and that's what we do.
It's about advocacy in my pocketbook. I'm going to put a link in chat because we've got a list coming up. So you've seen, I guess I should go close-ups here. You've seen us using these post-style Omen tips, which are really badass. He is changing them around a little bit. Instead of doing a two material thing, he's going to do some solid titanium ones. So they're going to have, an awesome finish like that, but shaped like bow tips. And he's doing Black Ultim as well, and they're really pretty reasonably priced. Anyway, he offered to do a list for us and kind of get them all done. So he's going to be getting all that stuff ready to go. The list is live in the group. So if you want one or want several, go ahead and click on the thing, put your things in the things.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a bunch of people signed up already, which is exciting. I always hate like running a list for somebody like Omen, and we have 10 people signed up. But this time it's actually been pretty solid volume. I'm glad to help him and get some of his stuff going. And it's the same thing as always. We like to find little small people that are small businesses that make really good stuff and help them out, because that's one of the things I like to do. Anyway, so that's up. That was my really only piece of vape mail besides the stash liquids, but that was last week. At least one of them that I tried. I should show you. I should move my camera down there. These bottles. So we've been using the the unicorn style bottles for such a long time. Yep. I haven't used these guys in a while. In the last order from Stash, I just filled unicorns with it. I don't have any this time, and so these two have been sitting to the side over here, and I'll take them out, drip it the Titan, put the thing back on there. When I look down, and I've got like these fucking juice rings everywhere. Like, I feel like I'm really careful when I put it back down, but they leak like a bitch. I hate that.
Don't drop them on your toe. Break your toe.
Right?
Dude, my foot is still sore from the limo drop last week. Like, okay, so it actually it hurt like the first 2 hours I was up walking. But after that, it only hurt when I touch it. So I was actually curious. I felt it today, and it's still sore. I'm like, Jesus. So, limo 1, me 0.
Yeah, these things happen. My freaking my wick must have shifted because my Narda just started to whistle. That's annoying.
Sounds like a convention. Shifted wicks.
Shifted wicks. So yeah, you want to hop in and you start talking about this whole FDA thing?
Let's talk about the crucifixions first.
Oh yeah.
And then we'll talk about the FDA.
Let me tell you a story all about how. No, go ahead.
Yeah. So last week we talked about, I believe it was the news that some people were asking about Vape Mania, I believe, in September, and that it wasn't going to be happening, and so after the show, I'd say on Tuesday, because all this shit always happens, after the show, got a few messages from people saying, hey, have you guys seen what's going on with this? Apparently the people who are running the convention just, disappeared. And that's Freeze and not Battery Mooch, but Mooch. And we've had those guys on the shows, and we've been to the conventions, and apparently what happened was
that was a long time ago.
Apparently what happened was there was too many conventions that were close to each other and some money issues, and after people seeing the show, they kind of started looking into it, and apparently he's deleted his Facebook. We're talking about Freeze, and some people are owed some money. There were some vendors that apparently signed up. I don't know the amount of vendors, and I don't know specific vendors, but people relayed the information over that had signed up in January, and the convention moved to September, and now it's not happening at all. Somebody inquired about getting the refunds, and apparently via PMs, he said that he's refunding people. So far, there is no Vapor Slam or anything going on in North Carolina. Some people were asking if it was because of this indoor smoking ban, which wasn't in place, or was it, because of the 25-cent deal that you had to do for the flavor tasting. So there's a lot of stuff going on, but so far, some of the people that messaged me personally, they were just a little upset because they had already bought, plane tickets, or they had already, done travel arrangements or whatever, and now it's not happening. So if you're planning on going to one of the either Vape Mania or Vapor Slam or anything like that, those are not going on anymore. There is no date. There's nothing else, coming up, and I can't. I don't have any
and shit.
Yeah, I don't have any contact information for Freeze. I mean, it was through Facebook, and apparently he's deleted his Facebook, and there are some people that are pretty pissed, and grabbing pitchforks and all this other stuff. But best I could, what I told the people who messaged me, I said, I know he's got a few stores in a couple malls up there. You could try to hit those stores, but someone said no, they already tried and they are shuttering the stores down. So it's kind of like, bailing on whatever's going on. So I'm sorry if you, put your money there and now you're having issues getting it back. I'm sure that, some people had spent quite a bit of money. So, but there you go. So we kind of broke the story last Monday, and it was, not really a story, just, hey, this is what's going on. We know we have a lot of viewers that go to all kinds of conventions, and so I would say check the pages and do your homework before going to any of the stuff. So a lot of stuff, in the vaping community has gone this way. Mm-hmm. Whether people are going out of business, whether people are going out of business on purpose to claim bankruptcy. I mean, I was talking to Josh from Stashy Liquids a couple weeks ago, and I made the comment. I'm like, yeah, did you see this person that filed for bankruptcy? And he chuckled and he goes, yeah. He goes, a lot of these people have set up a separate company and they've been funneling money into that company in waiting for, which this is segueing into our next topic, waiting for an FDA crackdown so then they can just claim bankruptcy and say, oh, well, there you go. I'm out because of these regulations that are coming down the line. So, and that's happened. And whether people are doing that on purpose or they knew that this was going to, happen, then, hey, to me, that affects a lot of people, right? If you got a lot of people working for you and you just decide to go bankrupt and that's kind of shady, but business is business and people will find loopholes. So, which then now segues into, spinners, yeah. which now segues into what was it? Last Wednesday, FDA makes major announcement today, pushing PMTA application deadline to 2022. As soon as that came out, I messaged these guys. I said, it was kind of like, winter is coming. Well, FDA posts are coming.
They've already been coming, dude.
Yeah, Facebook notifications and Facebook groups and all this other shit just started posting. People started posting, Instagram. Oh, we're saved. The second coming of Jesus and
second coming of Mooch.
Yeah, second coming of Mooch and all this shit. Here's the thing. The first thing I said is, fucking stop it. Okay, this doesn't do anything. Oh, yeah, I'm telling you right now, we're gonna get so much shit. If you're about to write a comment on this video that we're talking about right now, don't. Okay, because we're just gonna fuck. We're not gonna delete them. We're gonna leave them up there because we're gonna make fun of you. But just fucking
we don't
stop
delete
it.
Comments here at the Plumes of Hazard.
No. Listen to me. You're getting ready to type. I know you're a vape keyboard warrior. Don't do it. Here's why. This doesn't change anything. Okay? All this is
staying right the same date.
All this is doing is they are taking the date that all this stuff was going to be enforced on.
The PMTA deadline date.
The PMTA deadline date, and they're just going to move it to 2022. So you got what is that, 5 years? Okay, so everything had to be submitted by August 8th. Okay, now it's going to be submitted by August 8th, 2021. And applications for non-combustible stuff like ends or e-cigarettes would be submitted by August 8th, 2022. So this doesn't mean that you can go out and make new products. This doesn't mean that, vaping's been saved. This doesn't mean any of that, you know. And I'm telling you, people are going to shit and say that, you know, oh, you know, you're just, you know, downplaying this and all this other stuff. No, because here's a perfect example of something that I agree with. Somebody like Dogmods posted in this thread on Reddit. You know, it says, sadly, this isn't being enforced. Okay, because somebody said, does this in a roundabout way open the market up for new products in the meantime? And Cloud Alchemist, who posted this post, said, no, it does not. The market freeze stays in place as the announcement was written. And Dogmods brings up a good point. You know, sadly, it isn't being enforced on anyone not respecting it, while those of us who are left feeling left feeling like suckers. For example, Evolve, you know, they have not come out with new boards. They have not come out with new technology, any of that. That was not before that date. So there's a lot of people like that, you know, that are sticking to following the law and you know, not messing around with that. So
and unfortunately kind of falling behind, right, other competitors, which are not having a problem continuing to release stuff. And yet these people that are trying to follow the rules are kind of stuck in kind of a crappy place. I don't know. To me, that kind of sucks. The only thing that is possibly, so you're right, Massey. That's exactly what we talked about before. It's the date, the predicate date still stays the same time. All they're doing is giving themselves more time to go through all these PMTA paperwork. But the only thing, the silver lining, or possibly light at the end of the tunnel, or whatever you want to say, is regardless of how you feel about President Trump. The one thing that I've seen recently, and I have to apologize because I may be remembering the number wrong. It's either 16 or 18, but for every one new regulation he's put in, apparently he's killed 16. So maybe that's good. Maybe this is like a step in the right direction, and at some point he'll just take this either out of the FDA's control or fix this. I don't know what
they got to have their piece of the pie.
Yeah, they'll have to, something will be there, but maybe they'll bump the predicate date or something like that to make it more reasonable and competitive for American businesses to stay around. Because
we're still waiting for shit to trickle out still.
Well, so. I mean, here's some of the facts, okay, where Vape Dojo Nick posted, and he outlined some of these, okay? Grandfather date of 8/8/2007 stays in place, okay? All products still have to go through the PMTA process. This doesn't exempt you from any of that, okay? Although now it's due by 2022 instead of 2018, which, if you know about the PMTA process, maybe they saw how much money people are spending on trying to get these PMTAs across, okay? Because it's a lot of money. Any specific regulations that have already been implemented, like, for example, the age restrictions, the warning labels, etc., all that stays. And no retroactive change to any of those. There is new guidelines on documentation concerning PMTAs and the type of research and requirements that the FDA will be looking for. That is a big deal because one of the issues with the PMTA situation is no one knew exactly what the FDA was looking for or what was required to get an approval in the PMTA, because there's only been one approved PMTA so far. And it was not for an ENDS product; it was for SNUS.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, back when this hit the first time, we had a couple of different shows that we focused pretty exclusively on this, and even having someone who is pretty much an expert in the field, it's still it took a long time for him to get through just telling us about it, much less doing it all and paying for it all. Anyway, the one thing I think Al in chat just brought up a good point, and he said that he's pretty sure it's going to be state by state anyway, and that's possible. And that's bad news. That's fine, because there you should still be able to order it from other states. But if it's your state and they decide to lock it down, that sucks because you're gonna have to either go through a bunch of a bunch of taxes or stuff. I mean, because there's several states and or local municipalities that have tried to enforce and some of them have passed crazy 90% wholesale taxes and stuff on it. So it sucks, but at least we can get the Fed off of us and we can figure out how we're going to handle the rest of it.
It's just, I hate seeing we're saved. Oh, vaping is saved. Yeah. Come on, man. Don't fall for that stupid clickbait bullshit. I just, educate yourself. If you're forwarding and passing on those messages, that's
just do a little research and think it through a little bit. Addie Tooney's right that one good thing they did say is they basically, I think I forget the guy's name, the new head of the FDA basically said that they need to be looking at harm reduction, specifically said reduced harm things to get people off of combustible cigarettes, which is obviously what we've all been preaching, not just us, but everybody, all the people on YouTube and stuff and vaping have been saying forever. That should be a primary concern. That's the goal, is to get people off of combustible cigarettes. And eventually, sure, if you decide to either stop vaping or just vape zero neck, like our friend Lasty here, who's been doing so for a long time, that's great, right? That's perfect. That's still, orders of magnitude better for you from all the science that we've really seen. It's better for you than smoking. So jump on it. So anyway, it's good to see a little bit. There's some. I'm not saying that we should be all negative about it. I think it's a good step, first step in the right direction, so to speak. But it's certainly not, vaping is saved, and now we can for example, now we can stop giving to CASA and start supporting our local our local businesses and stuff, because that's obviously still very important.
Well, and what, a day before that, the Supreme Court ruled against the lawsuit. So you had all these people oh no, and think about how much money has taken, how much money. There's a lot of companies that had invested a lot of money into that lawsuit, which now is now you're looking at secondary appeals and stuff like that still costs money. And then the FDA thing comes out and everybody just forgets about that, because of a little glimmer of movement, shifting of time frame, so everything's still there, and everybody should still be, looking to see how they can, support advocacy and all that. So not just forget about it. Don't start signing stupid petitions on whitehouse.org.
I did see a dramatic decline of those things in the last.
You know why? Because everyone got the friggin' hint.
That's what I mean. I think that's good. They can be taught. That's good.
You should have seen some of the petitions on there, have this tree removed before Christmas. What? Why is this on here? This is not what this is used for. I don't even know what it's used for. I think it's just something for the government to get your name and an email or something. Oh, this guy signed up for this. They're probably look somebody's name up and see, let's see how many stupid freaking petitions they signed. Oh, yeah, vaping and nicotine and all this. Great. So, anyways, that's all I got with that.
That's all I got to say about that.
I'm looking for that article specifically. I found one that's somebody pulling quotes out of it, but I don't see the actual Gottlieb is the guy's name.
Yeah, and there's somebody actually was posting and saying that he's a bit shady. You can't prove it's me, bud. User on Reddit said Gottlieb was and is a heavy investor in the vape startup that are one of his biggest competitors. Since he likes to think himself smart, he put loads of time into monitoring this company and all their internals. Nothing major, but this company is no stranger to lots of corporate voodoo shit to get where they need to be. While I have no data on his current involvement with them, I stand to reason he wouldn't just walk away from the equity. When we heard that he was taking this position, we kept an eye on it and to see what was shaked out. Now this announcement works out great for everyone, myself included. However, I still got my eye on his former interest to see how they're posturing themselves. If anyone's going to get the news beforehand, it's going to be them. So
interesting. I didn't realize he was an investor in a vaping thing. Here's one thing. This is what we were kind of talking about or alluding to just a moment ago. He's got a bunch of different things, but this is the one I was thinking about. Is nicotine and cigarettes are not directly responsible for cancer, lung disease, and stuff. They kill thousands of Americans every year, blah, 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 blah. But it's the other chemical compounds in tobacco and smoke created by setting tobacco on fire that directly and primarily causes the injury Or
MAOIs, yo.
Huh?
The MAOIs, that's what
well, there's that too, right? That's the other.
That's what makes you feel good.
One of those creepy things about the whole thing. That's it's creepy. That's all there's to it. Minimize that.
So another thing that I saw on this same thread, and I don't know what came of this because I didn't get an update, but someone posted that a billion lives Facebook page is making some bold claims about the deeming rule being dead right now. This may not be the only news we hear today. And people saying, yeah, we just went to their Facebook page and definitely seems like they know something we don't. Again, this was as soon as the news broke. And someone said, yeah, they said they're on call right now and the regs are dead. They say to wait for it. Someone said, yeah, they said to wait for it. So 2 years from now, and then only if you set up a screening in your city, you will get the info. So little jab at the game. But anyways, so I don't know what came. Somebody said they're the last people I would trust with information regarding these regulations. So there you go. So I don't know whatever happened with that. So if you know what a billion lives was talking about in chat, post it up. That's all I got. So there.
I'm trying to remember when I got this tattoo. You're probably right. It probably was. I think it may have been early 2000, maybe late 90s. I forget.
99.
Yeah, maybe. The other one was done with my brother before he got deployed.
Was that Diet Coke ink?
We got matching ones.
Diet Coke ink. Oh my God! Talk about getting an infection.
That's
dude, not angsty.
No,
runs through
that's what my blood's made out of anyway.
It runs through his veins.
Yes.
His blood type is flat.
Oh, speaking of Diet Coke, this is big news, boys, and I didn't talk about it last week. You know, my fridge that I bought a few months, I don't know, like a year ago, fucking dead. Stopped working.
Really? Didn't your last mini, you bought that one because the one before that died?
Well, the one before that died, but to its credit, it had been cooling beer and Diet Coke since like 1992. Like the old one was old.
Is your fridge running? Because it got a tattoo at the same time you did.
No, so this one is only like a year. The other one was seriously, the other one I bet was 15 years old. The other one,
you know what you should do? You should go complain about it in the modders Facebook group of that fridge.
I bet you it's
or Vape Court. I should take him to Vape Court.
Well, no, you have to contact them first, or unless you want to make some shit up.
Yeah, I did. I'm pretty sure I bought it at Costco though. So if I go to Costco, they'll probably fix the situation. I'm sure
they'll square you away.
Pretty banging warranties, at least historically. I definitely knew people in the past that would buy, relatively expensive items like TVs and then return them like a year later and then get the new one. Like they did that all the time. That's one of the reasons why Costco's warranties they took a hit a few years ago. Was basically because of some people that I knew. I'm sure they weren't the only ones doing it. So I'll check that out. I think it's limited to like large electronic things, like expensive things like TVs. I think now they're only limited to like 6 months, but everything else there is warrantied out the ass. I hope so. Anyway, it would be nice if they'd fix my fridge because I don't feel like I got money out of that one. Hello, Mo Gravy. Just joined the chat.
Duro said you have to mail it in.
Hopefully not.
Oh shit! I've seen some some mail-in stuff.
My last video card, I did a $40 mail-in rebate for.
Yeah.
Well, Massey, you've been here, and so have you. I have to walk now from my office, clear across the house, and into my garage to my other refrigerator.
Oh, poor baby!
Now it's
poor
crazy.
Baby.
Like a freaking savage. I have to walk like 100 feet.
I'm trying to find something to play while you're talking. Like, I gotta be careful because something I played earlier.
Yes, you do. Especially if it picks up after the other one went off. That should really be out of your queue.
You're lucky.
Oh man. Oh, and the big problem, Gizzard Stew's here. The big problem with that is I've got these cool stickers. I've got our cool stickers on there. I don't want to get rid of my stickers. I like them. In fact, I don't even know if we have any of the more of the big plume stickers.
Cut the door off and hang it.
I think I probably will not do that.
Make a chain out of it.
No, that's just for the clone hunter necklace. That's the only one that I do with there.
So I gotta show. My wife just sent me this. I gotta show. Motherfucker! Why does it keep going to the screen? My every time I browse for the Manicam thing, it goes over to my third screen. Like, why? It's off. Stop doing that. So I just got this picture, and the caption said, "Why you don't push the stroller too close to the cows when you're."
Oh man, yo, I'm not sure if cow poo or frozen spinach explosion at the grocery store.
That's straight up cow poo.
Holy
His face, dude. His face. He's like, oh, come on.
What is this? What is this?
What is this shit?
Wait, here you go. Ready?
Mama, the explosion.
Yeah. So,
That is brutal.
it said, and this fairgoers is why you don't push your strollers up to the back of a cow. So there you go.
Hey, man, I've felt like that sometimes. I've felt like that.
Yeah.
It's gonna rain frozen spinach all over you.
I ain't frozen spinach. I can tell you that much. And
Okay, sorry. It's defrosted frozen.
The horror on his face.
I know.
The absolute horror.
The best part is that she stopped, took the camera out, and took a picture of him while he's sitting there going, why? He's scarred for life. That kid is never going to be able to eat any greens ever again.
So warm in here.
The kid's gonna eat nothing but hamburgers for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
I hope his name's not Carl.
Hamburgers and meat.
Man,
That's a shitty situation right there.
Yeah. Oh, come on now.
you know,
I'm going to get some vape mail this next week. Really pretty excited about it, actually. I think I might have a thing coming in that I've been after for a while. Hopefully my Limelight is heading back my way, which I'm excited about, my freehand S. And also just give him a shout out because, well, I appreciate it. I think it was Todd, our friend Todd in the shed, tweeted or posted something recently about not knowing what funnel cake was. And if you're not an American, been to a state fair or whatever, you might not know what funnel cake was. So there's a bunch of people kind of elucidated the situation and figured it out. And it just occurred to me again today, and I'm not sure if somebody in our admin chat mentioned it or not, but it made me go find it. And because Coil Vapes, the guy who makes this one, he's got a funnel cake version, which I thought might be kind of good. So I went to go buy some, and they were out of stock. So I pinged Dean. Dean just asked when it was coming on, and he said he's going to send me a bottle because, well, Dean's a nice guy and wouldn't let me pay it for it. Which is cool. He also told me that he's making and I had totally forgotten about this, but somebody had mentioned this offhand a long time ago, and it may have been actually Dean himself. He's got like a special juice that he only makes on occasion that's like a sweet pea. I think it's called sweet pea. Oh, it sounds good. It sounds like something that Fu would like, actually. Have you heard about this, Fu?
Of what?
It's sweet potatoes. It's sweet potato and brown sugar. And toasted pecans.
And a vape.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That sounds like that turkey-based vape.
No, I bet it's freaking banging. Anyway, whatever he makes them, I'm gonna have to hit him up and make him send me some of that because it's one of those things that might be horrifying and it might be really good.
So let's talk about things that are actually
I thought sweet potatoes didn't grow.
Oh, they don't grow. Let's talk about things that are actually going to save the vaping industry. Okay, because this is a vape show. This is a vape show, and we are going to talk about vaping. We don't ever talk about vaping. I don't understand. We're a vape show, right? So let's talk about vaping, things that are going to save the industry. Let's be serious here. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. That's good. Hold on, let me click on you.
This is vaping, and this is the future. This is what's going to save vaping.
That's the velocity, right?
The velocity style deck, minionized, and this is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. So vaping is the future, and we're saved.
No, who hasn't looked at Addie's and said, "Ha ha ha, that looks like a face"?
I said, "Ha ha ha, I kind of want one."
We've all said that. It looks like a face, but drawing a freaking like children's movie character on it.
Yep. And this is what all the viewers of certain other vape shows will go out and fucking buy because they're a bunch of dick bags. So there you go. This is what's going to save vaping right here. Minion styled fucking natties. Yeah. There you go. So make sure to look for those at your local shit bag store.
Oh, you know what? We got distracted talking about, not distracted, but we were talking about the advocacy stuff. I didn't want to interrupt Lasty, but I will mention this earlier, and now I've forgotten his damn name because it was a while back. Shit. What was his name?
Mike Vape said that they're not releasing it. Thank you, Mike.
Right?
Yeah, because China will never release anything that people have a huge demand for.
Right.
Somebody will take it and be like, "Oh, well, we'll just copy the copy of the copy."
There you go. Tony B66. He was asking about shipping the Omen and the Omen list that I mentioned earlier. He was asking about shipping those internationally, and that is included as well. I talked to Brett today. So domestic shipping was included anyway, and I didn't know about the international, so I said just contact Brett. But I can tell him, and I don't know if he ever saw that in chat, that when I answered him in chat. So I want to say it here, that's included as well. So if you live across the pond, just the same fee. If you buy the tip, shipping is included. And it'll take longer, international, obviously, but it's included. So that's good. Yay!
Mooch said, "Oh, now I can get my 7-year-old nephew to vape."
So if you do that, it's like you could punish him by maxing out his wattage. When
they'll put some icicles in there. Put some icicles in there, foo.
That's child abuse, dog.
Yeah, no doubt. I've had some rips out of that. I don't think I ever did the nose rip. You definitely did the nose rip.
If my grandma was still alive, she would drip icicles on her hand and rub it on my kid's chest if it's
vapor rub, right?
If they're congested, they're gonna be like, "Oh, it's okay. Here, this is better than vapor rub. Just rub icicles on your chest. You'll be fine." Put some in the nose. Good to go.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. That's exactly what I was gonna say. My dad always joked that his mom, when he was a kid, would put vapor rub, which is basically petroleum jelly, right, with mentholyptus stuff in there. But anyway, she would rub it on his chest and then put like a little bit here, and you'd have to snort it.
Yes, my grandma would do that shit to us, man. She'd be like, "There you go, blue."
Okay. My mom would basically put it in my nose.
There you go. Same deal. That's crazy to me.
Dude, she would do it to the point where she rubbed it all over my face to where like the menthol fumes were so strong I couldn't open my eyes. It was like I just got into solitary confinement. I'm just like,
oh boy.
That's funny.
The things the grandmas did.
That's right. And you know what? I went to go say this, and I'm pretty sure I said this on a previous show, but I did read somewhere a while back that the guy that invented petroleum jelly, like he figured out how to make it, he ate a tablespoonful of that every day, every single day, until he died. Oh. And he lived to like 90 or something, so apparently it's not too bad for you. Good. Hey, Master, you're a Southern boy. Have you heard of what we used to call Peter Carbo?
What?
Have you ever heard of Peter Carbo? So there's this stuff that my parents used to use because the same thing. My grandmother was a nurse way back in Dickety 2 or whatever.
World War II. Is that what you just said?
Yeah. I'm googling for it, so because I know you can find it. There you go. Yeah, you can even get on Amazon. There you go. So apparently this goes by different names and it's like hyper regional, but yeah, it's coming up. So some people call it Peter Carbo, and some people, which including apparently my grandfather, used to call it Manor Beast. And the reason is it's actually called Petro Carbo.
Oh yeah. When you open it up, it's like dark brown, right?
Yeah.
Yes. But ours had a dragon on the front.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, you had Tiger Bomb?
Ours had a dragon on the front.
Well,
and the can was rusted.
Tiger Bomb had a tiger on it.
The reason is that my grandfather used to call it that because a long time ago on the label apparently it used to say "good for man or beast."
Nice.
So he used to call it man or beast. Anyway, this stuff, if you've ever had it, basically what it is, I think what it is just petroleum jelly and like some menthol and all this other shit. But if I used to get my toenails used to get infected when I was a kid because I used to use my pocket knife to cut my toenails, and it would get infected all the time because I was an idiot and I kept doing it. But if you put that stuff on, boom, that's just fixed. It's amazing.
It's like Windex.
It's like Windex.
It's the non-Greek version of Windex. Just put some Peter Carbo on it. It's fine.
I always, I mean, that was one of the funny things. I always had, you're a little kid, boy, riding a bike, always destroying your kneecaps and your elbows and your face. And so I look like a fucking clown because my grandma would put this shit all over my damn cuts. Mercuriochrome. Let's just fucking paint. Let's just paint. And you know what the worst thing was? Let me tell you. Now, I will say this, okay? This shit would make your cut scab up quickly and be healed quick. Yeah. Awesome. But the worst part was you had to touch the fucking plastic bar to the cut to get the mercuriochrome to come off. That shit hurt.
It did hurt. And it's that color too. It always
fucking
look worse.
Yeah. It looked like your shit was just bleeding orange shit.
There was this stuff. I think it's still around. When I used to get like sores in my mouth and stuff, and like when I was getting my braces and shit, like I get sores in my mouth all the time. This shit was called Oricept.
Yep.
So if you had a sore in your mouth, you take a Q-tip. It's like you got a sore in your lip. It's like a big old fat when you touch it, dude. It hurts so bad. Like it's like your mouth starts crying. Yes. It burns so bad.
You know how hard it is to explain to the other kids at school why it looked like you took a pink highlighter and highlighted all over your cuts, and then you tell them, especially here in the U.S. because it's not. It doesn't go by mercurochrome. It goes by fucking merbromin or some shit.
You tell those kids, Mast. You tell those kids.
Well, I'm just like I don't know. It's some shit my grandma puts on there, mercurochrome. But they're like, what?
You tell them your grandma is sending you to Valhalla covered in mercurochrome.
I know, right? Anyways,
so Fu, you used to use that Oragel stuff.
No, not Oragel. Oragel's for numbing. And Oragel's a numbing.
What was the other stuff? I forgot the name.
Oricept.
So my grandmother wouldn't do that. What she did was she took alum from the pantry, and you get like a little wet finger. You stick it in the alum, and then pull out your lip and just like hold it on. So you had to like push on this damn thing, which hurt anyway, and that shit burns.
Okay, yeah, that sounds. I know that stuff too.
And like it dries out your whole mouth, like the old cartoons. Like the old cartoons used to, like used to pucker up their lips. But I tell you what, if you did that and then went to sleep, the next day, if you looked at it, that shit was burnt white. It was like cauterized.
Yep. Okay, yeah, it's the exact same shit. That's Oricept.
Okay.
It was like white and it was gone, like the sore.
Okay, so I do have to make a correction. So merbromin or merbromine.
Yes.
How you say it? It's MERBROMIN is marketed as, so that is the actual chemical, is marketed as mercurochrome, merbromine, sodium mercurocin, mercurio.
Is it also just called Cody for short?
super
Corey,
chrome.
I mean? Sorry, Corey.
Super chrome. Now that would have been cool shit.
Super
Yo,
chrome.
what you got? What you got on your cuts? I got super chrome.
I wish I got the Corey Murcielago on my
Exhibit
leg.
came by my cut and put some super chrome on it. And at college it was called Brocacept and Synfrachromin. So there you go.
Brocacept.
It was
or Corey for short.
yeah. So ta-da!
But hey, and it's been first aid by the Plumes of Hazard tonight.
We talked so much vaping shit. We got a detox here.
We did. We talked a good bit about vaping tonight.
I mean, Oricept causes dry mouth, which is what vaping does. Boom, full circle.
There you go.
X5.
Boom.
What else do you want?
You could vape some fucking merbromine.
Camphophenique. Oh shit, Johnny, I haven't thought about that in a long time. That was for bug bites, right?
I don't know.
I think that was that like pink shit that was that like made bug bites better. I forget. I think you put like either that or clear nail polish on chiggers. You got those down by you, don't they, Massey? Chiggers?
We got all kinds of shit.
I hate chiggers.
You know, I got
friends.
I got friends that moved up to, you know, there are some in Tennessee and North Carolina and stuff, and they're like, oh, the weather's nice. It's like, you know, mid-70s, and it's, you know, 9 o'clock at night, and we're just hanging out in the porch. I'm like, fuck you. I'm like, oh, it's I just got blasted by 800 fucking love bugs on my way home from work. Now my paint is gonna disappear on the front of my car. I get out and the fucking mosquitoes are gonna just fucking eat me alive and give me Zika. And yeah, I'm going inside. Bye. There, you know, I gotta say this. There's a lot of bullshit that flies around here in the afternoons and at night. And if you ever, you know, grew up in Florida and rode your bike when the street lights were coming on, you better damn keep your mouth shut and looking down, because even up your nose.
Yes.
You just. I remember riding my bicycle through swaths of fucking A, mosquitoes, and B, freaking no-see-ums. No-see-ums, man, you just be like, you get peppered. I mean, if you wanted, you know, it's like, I remember that video of those people in Africa with the pans, grabbing all the mosquitoes and making burgers out of them. Yeah. That's what I felt like grabbing those no-see-ums. You just open your mouth and you get
protein.
I wasn't going to go there, but.
that Motherhead's suggesting that all those no-see-ums are NSA micro nano drones.
Yeah, they're probably. I just ate them and shitted them out. So,
they are brutal. And you're talking to a guy who rides a motorcycle. That sucks. Like
now, I will say this. One of the worst things that I wish back then, you know, the GoPros were around, because this was probably early 2000s, mid 2000s. Me and a buddy are up in Tallahassee riding our dirt bikes in the middle of fucking nowhere between Tallahassee and Georgia, and I doing about 30, 40, and he says that he sees me start going like this, and I get out and I'm trying to take my helmet off and I can't, and you know, I finally throw my helmet off, and it was a freaking dragonfly that hit me. It got stuck between my goggles and the helmet, and its poker on the back was inside of my eye, like hit, like getting ready to hit my eye, and I'm like, whoa! So I had to close my eyes so it wouldn't, you know, they don't really sting you, but it still has a little poker in the tail. And poker, I hardly know her, but anyways, he said it was the funniest thing, because I put my bike and it fell over, and I'm trying to take my helmet off and I can't because of the fucking, you know, it's an old school helmet. Oh man, have you ever seen what they call out here the I don't know if they're just in Texas or not, but we call them red wasps out here. They're large. They're like this, and they're like that blood red color, the whole thing. Fucking evil looking motherfuckers, what they are. Anyway, I got one of those. I got hit in the neck, and it went in my collar on the highway. So it hit, and it hurt anyway. I was like, ow! You know, I was screaming at the wind at that point. I was like, ah! And then it got in my car. I was like, no.
Just like that. Yeah, it was not okay.
No. Yeah, not only that, but you know, you're out there weed eating during the day, and you get all kinds of bugs. I'm just sitting there like, wham, and then wham, wham. You got all these bugs hitting you because they think that you're a female bug, and you're doing the mating call by your fucking weed eater going. Wah. I had to look this shit up because I'm wondering. I'm like, what the fuck is flying around me and hitting me in the head when I'm weed eating?
Would that mean they're coming in peeing first too?
They're thirsty. They're thirsty for master.
I was getting fucked up, literally. Like they're trying to fuck me in the head. Yeah, that was fun.
I mean, you got a big melon for a bug to fornicate with.
That friggin' weed eater with broken ass exhaust was doing the mating call for like 2 miles away. All the damn bugs around me. Like, wait, the right tone.
So the whistle tips are more than just an alarm clock.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to be cooking breakfast for.
No,
the
you know what that
team.
probably sounds like? It probably sounds like the cicadas.
Yeah,
Right.
Those come and go. What is it like every 16 years?
There's multiple species, but yeah, one of them is like 16. There's a 7-year one, and then there's other ones that happen all the damn time.
Yeah, so there you go. Those like the noise too. They will come and try to pepper smack you over the head. So you don't even have to be on a motorcycle driving around. You're supposed to be up cooking breakfast and mowing the lawn or something by then. That peems like an alarm clock. There you go.
Behemoth Vaping says they're called horntail wasps.
Ooh.
And they've got, what do you say? They got that big ass spear tail dong looking thing that looks like Satan himself bathed them in his fiery color. I had to read that.
The worst thing about the wasps is though is if you haven't been stung by you don't understand until you do, but they just keep fucking stinging you. Yeah. The bee will just fucking hit you and be done. But the wasp, damn.
Here you go. You tell me this motherfucker doesn't look evil. Look at those eyes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm not trusting of wasps.
No, they're definitely not.
Drive up
this thing, that's wait, that's a red paper wasp. That's not here you go. There's one eating a fucking tarantula. They're mean.
Only in Texas.
Yeah. It's that jacked up color, man. Ugh. They're mean too. Because I've seen them in the ground before. And when I was mowing my own lawn,
wasp tunnel.
Yeah, you roll over one of those things, they come out going, what?
Dude, in my driveway, they're not the same red horned wasp. I don't have that kind of shit here, but just my driveway is like 2 slabs of concrete, right? And then that old ridge, dirt mounds, and I'm like, I didn't move my car for 3 days, and this is what fucking happens.
Oh, whoa, what the hell? Oh god, now I'm Googling these images. I scrolled it. Look at this dumbass right here.
Yes. Kyle Cena says wasps sting you and bring in overpriced brunch places. Yes, absolutely.
Yo, I gotta say this, for as much as I hated wasps for the longest time, when I found out what mud daubers actually did, I have them all over the house now. I'm like, have every fucking soffit that you want, because my wife is deathly scared of it. Yeah, and it was one day I'm sitting there, I was pressure washing a friend's house, and I hit the mud dauber nest, and like fucking 20 spiders just come out. It's just their shells. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I started looking into it. Sure enough, the damn mud daubers go and eat the spiders and paralyze them. They paralyze them. They don't even kill them. Paralyze them and they stick them in the fucking hole. I'm like,
and then they lay an egg on one side and seal it up. He eats his way out. And he's gone.
It's the best.
I had a spider on my car that I saw this morning that kind of decided to squat overnight. And I'm driving, and my sister's sitting in the front seat, and she's like, it's like, he's still there. Like, he didn't get blown away. I'm like, oh, yeah? It's like, I kind of look over for a sec, and he's holding something ball-shaped. My sister's like, he's cleaning up his web. Motherfucker was making his bed. You know what he did? He went back inside the mirror. So homie's probably like,
hey, Spider Rose is keeping you safe, He's
probably got shorties and blunts, He didn't give me no invite. You're welcome, bitch.
We got the plumes of nature.
Yeah.
Hey, we got all the vaping stuff out of the way the first half.
We don't need to talk about vaping anymore. It's been saved.
First of all, we're a lifestyle podcast.
It's been saved. It's been saved. So
that's right.
Forget about it.
It's all gravy now.
Forget about it.
Don't forget to donate to our Patreon for more content.
Yeah. I tell you what, that wasp spray, don't ever trust where it says you can shoot 25 feet. That motherfucker will, you'll go up to that nest and you'll be like, you better check the damn. Get the one that comes pre-Viagra, and you got to test it. You test it on your driveway to make sure you could shoot at least 10 feet. Because them fuckers know. They're like, oh look, he's got the Walmart brand. Let's go get his ass because it ain't gonna squirt us. So
no, you know what you use? Aquanet and a lighter. That's what
no, man, that turns the freaking soffits into melted cheese looking things. you light that shit? Don't ask me how I know. I had to replace my parents. Plastic soffits melt quickly.
Have you ever been around when the mud daubers are making their nests?
Yeah,
and heard them.
Yeah,
they get up, they got the tube built. And they get up in there and they're going.
Yeah,
they're just walking around. They walk around like they're construction workers.
They're making titans in there. It's a guy that's got a fucking mill. fucking, they got a little picture of Eric Sire in there, looking like a broke ass freaking wasp.
Is that the new Photoshop now?
Oh man, that would be awesome. Oh, by the way, all the MS Paint haters can go hate somewhere else. Microsoft is not getting rid of MS Paint; they're keeping it for now.
Yeah.
So
it's just not going to install by default, right?
You're not going to be able to have it installed by default or anything like that. Yeah, it's gonna be around.
Didn't Eric post a sale recently? Speaking of which,
yeah, he did. I think there's Series Titans up right now for $70. I don't know which colors are left, but there's been a few. That's a hell of a deal. There's been a few people grabbing those, and just today he's got a few boxes heading up to him full of Titans for a run that's coming out here in about 2 weeks. And also,
by the way, these guys,
the Eclipse.
Yeah,
he's got a few of those Eclipses that are going to be built out. Right now there's 3 colors, and then there's going to be about 8 more, I think.
Yeah,
not sure.
He said that he's only going to get like, I think he said 20, right, total, and maybe ever. If you want one of the short stubbies like this, you better go get on top of that because they may be gone. They may be gone soon, and he's not sure if he's going to be able to get any more.
That'll be in the that's in the Titan group. So make sure you check that out. So,
Cody, he just sent me a picture of that thing that he was talking about, and that has such a glorious description. I kind of feel led to share it. There. That's the Satan one that he was talking about. That's definitely ugly. I don't know.
That looks like that shit that girls get tattooed on their chest.
That looks like a wasp had sex with a damn dragonfly and that came out of it.
Yeah, I assume that's like an ovipositor or something. I don't know what the hell that thing at the end is, but it's gross. Whatever it is. Ugh.
Crazy.
Gross. All right, let's get out of there.
I feel like our show should be narrated right now by some British guy. Maybe we can get the one in the shed to narrate our show tonight.
There you go.
No. Oh, these guys. Did you see the picture of him? I'm not even gonna attempt. I was so nice because I saw the picture of him with he rented that Porsche.
Yeah.
With his dad, and I was gonna be like, yo, does it have a compass in it? Because it's probably facing the wrong direction. But I did not make a comment because he's probably gonna block me one of these days. So,
it's not the first polarity night here on the Plumes of Hazard.
Yeah,
that's right. So, that was a cool trip that he took though with his dad and like cruised around the Highlands, and he took like one like a famous super windy road, and it looked like a terribly cool trip. I'm kind of jealous. That would be something that I would enjoy doing with my dad, I think.
Yeah. Hey, that's something we could do is have one of the Copycatter Ideal Home Show guys narrate a piece of the show. So there you go.
We should have Craig narrate Tech Time.
Oh boy.
Oh, there you go.
And that would be that'd be hilarious.
Because Craig, he can put on a proper like a very proper sort of accent as well, which ought to be entertaining.
Yeah.
And then we could get actually, you know what would be even better, because it's Tech Time, we should get Rick to like just lay it on as thick as he can and have Rick do it, because then it would be awesome.
And then we need to add subtitles.
Yeah.
That don't subtitles of nothing of what he's saying.
That's nope. Subtitles are Patreon.
Patreon content only. Sorry.
Yeah. Please make sure that while you're watching this video, you click the like and the subscribe, and also don't forget to. I don't people just fucking point to that shit. Just be like, yo, when you see the little pop up, click the little bell. Click here. Yeah, right there. The like and the subscribe. And don't forget to donate to our non-existent Patreon. Don't look it up. Don't send us a message.
Actually, don't donate to my Patreon. I don't have any chips right now.
Yeah, donate to the Moochion. Let him mooch off of us. There you go. He needs the hookup.
Donate to his Patreon. I like
Mooch. I think Mooch still has the PayPal going. Maybe he closed the PayPal now that vaping is saved. So
if he doesn't and you still feel led to give money, then just cruise over to CASA.org and throw some money their way.
Yep. Mooch still has his PayPal open, and I think he had some other way of donating. I'm not sure. If he's still in chat and paying attention, post it up there, brother. So those are things that we don't want to let people forget. So I need to help out. Hook it up. That's about it.
Yeah, I think that's all I got tonight too. Hopefully next week I've got some things coming in. It might not be next week. It might be the week after. We'll see.
Yeah,
it is coming from a long way away.
Oh, you know what? I did have one more thing. Yeah, we'll talk about it today. Speaking of new devices popping up, this is the Wasp. And speaking of wasps, see, we can do it all here in the Plumes of Hazard. Roll back. This is the Wasp Nano RDTA
Kelly edition
that showed up. That showed up on 3F Vape, and it's supposedly authentic, whatever that means.
It looks like a golden Narba.
That might be the ugliest damn ad I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's got some specs. It's got a 2 mil reservoir. Yikes. And let's see what else.
Or if you're Todd, it's a reservoir.
Reservoir. Let's see what. So there is no squonking pin.
Look at the link to the threads on that. I mean, I know it's got a thread through the bottom cap and stuff, but it looks like there's like 1,510 threads on that.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so there's also a steel one, and there's also a. Oh, that's an interesting. Let me see.
Look at the watermark at the bottom of that, Nasty. Picture is provided by the manufacturer. Who the hell else is gonna have it?
Yeah. That's interesting.
It's like the Irani edition of the atomizers.
Let's see. We'll pull up. So it's selling for $21.
That's not bad.
No, not at all. And here's the other picture. I'm gonna pull up right now.
Probably like grade B Chinesium then if it's $21.
Yeah, that's really.
It's B plus.
Let's see. This is the other picture here. There's a view of the everything put together. Yeah, so there's also going to be a steel one, a stainless steel. This is the gold and stainless steel. And there's also going to be a clear one. Yikes. The clear one here, I'll show you why I'm saying yikes, because the clear one looks like somebody done frosted all over it. And here's a picture of the clear one. Let's see.
Your unimportant said that looks like my toilet after my morning piss.
There's a clear one. And interesting.
I don't know if you can call it clear. I can see through the Ultim one better.
That looks like my car, like my car window.
And interesting setup on the deck. Here's a closer look on the deck. It's got it's I don't know what that pin
How's
is
that
doing.
pin?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe to keep it. I don't know.
Maybe that's the fill hole. You pull that little thing out and then just squirt down there or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So, and then they also have a black one, which they don't have a picture of. So, yeah. So 2 mil tank, and the description says authentic Allmeyer Wasp Nano RDTA. It's new tank designed based on Wasp Nano, and comes with 2 mil tank to become rebuildable dripping tank atomizer. Wasp Nano RDTA featured 22 mm diameter large build deck for single coil building. Is direct side airflow redesigned to ensure fabulous vaping experience.
You need to
This
take off the picture of
RDTA
have your hat.
is. I'm gonna read the last part of it.
Fields with
There you go. Here we go. Wasp Nano RDTA feature 22 mm diameter large build deck for single coil building and a direct side airflow designed to ensure fabulous vaping experience. This RDTA is comparable with 510 drip tip. There you go. Don't forget the model number 17398. Kill it.
Okay.
Hi, bye, everybody. Wu-Tang. Protect your neck.
Oh, wow.
What? Thanks, everybody, for coming out.
There
Later.
we go.
Tang Wu.